Headed to Medellin Colombia? See my guy Andres with Nomad Travel for safe airport pickups and drop-offs and tours. Contact information in the description below. In this video, I'm going back in time to show you things to do in Medellin, Colombia. It's not just the normal Parque Lleras, so follow along.
Hey, you watching, man? Right now, you're watching dcbornrob on YouTube.
Hey, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever it is you're located. Thanks for watching. My name is Rob Christian, also known as DC Born Rob, DC Rob. I answer to them all. Thank you guys for watching. If you ever get any benefit out of my videos, do me a favor, go down and hit the subscribe button, click the bell to be alerted of any new videos, and like. Like helps the YouTube algorithm. For everybody who takes a second and go down and hit like, cool man said, you all right. That's right. Much appreciated to everybody. Thank you for everybody who has donated to my channel and my charity as well. But again, this is a blast from the past. So I'm going back and I'm redoing a video from earlier on, from a couple of years ago when I lived there, just to give you an idea as to just a few other things that you can do while you're in the city other than walking around Parque Lleras. Nothing wrong with Parque Lleras. Okay, I get it. You saw me last week walk around it. But there's more to do. So take some of these tours while you're there. Reach out to my man Andres while you're there. His contact information is in the description below. So follow along. Okay, so first up, I did a coffee tour. Coffee tours are all around. Let me tell you, you can do it inside the city. You can do it outside the city. Coffee is everywhere. Of course, Colombia is well known for coffee. And in this one, we got to walk around the neighborhood, see a bit of where it's grown in that area. He actually roasted it in front of us, as you can see right here. We smell it. You actually taste it and taste a burnt bean. And as you can see, the smoke is rising, the steam is rising. It was pretty cool. It was a group, so there may have been, I don't know, 10 of us. Okay, but of course, you'll also always want to go by Communa 13, which is the neighborhood that is known for, I guess, gangs running it way back when. And if you ask me, I mean, they live there, so it's still their town. But take the elevators that weren't there before. Try the food. You'll see the dancers. Get out there on a nice day. Most days are nice, of course. You may get a passing shower, but you're going to get a lot of good views up here. A lot of beautiful views up here. But this is definitely a must-do, and it's one that most of you guys will do. So make sure, again, you reach out to Andres. He's my guy for tours, again, and for airport pickups and drop-offs. You want a safe car. You don't want to get caught in an Uber. I don't know what happens if you get caught now. But anyway, Communa 13 is really nice. It's got the murals on the wall. Just go sit up there. Get you a drink if you're by yourself, or, you know, take the tour and learn something, though, because if you go by yourself, you won't really know that much. You won't learn that much. Guatape, this is El Peñol. This is the huge rock that has the stairs. I forget, 700 and something stairs. Starts with that one. And man, let me tell you, you Americans, we think we're healthy. Coming from Texas too, the fattest state, I was not ready for this. I was struggling. I struggled for real. And then to see these guys who do this daily, who carrying like cases of liquid and Gatorade up the side, was incredible. But this view is amazing though once you get up here though. I actually did it, so I was proud of doing it. And I ended up doing it again too. So when you leave there, you can go to the town of Guatape. Colorful, small, colorful city, you know, with everything revolves around the main church. Seemed pretty safe the last few times I was there. There are hotels throughout here too. I'm not sure if you see any right here, but definitely worth the visit if you come down. Beautiful city, especially if you like colors and you like the culture. You get out here and you learn it. There's a few places where you can stop and sit and take pictures. A lot of water sports you can do. Again, reach out to Andres. Again, he's my guy for tours. This is the main church that's in the city, of course. It seems like every city has one. But my next one, I would say this is my favorite excursion or favorite experience that I had the whole time in Medellin, Colombia. And that's for paragliding. Actually just running and jumping off the side of a mountain. And that's basically what you do. You are tandem, so there's a guy that's strapped to the back of you, and here you just run and away you go. Disregard the timestamp and year stamp in the lower right-hand corner. It was wrong when I actually recorded it. But again, so somebody is behind you, so it's tandem. Is it sketchy? Yes, it's very sketchy, especially if you lose one of those thermals, you know, those swells of heat that keeps you afloat and you drop a little bit. I actually had the instructor for this company, though, that took me out. So it's pretty cool. And of course, again, you want to think you're in health. Climb Tres Cruces. It is rough. Let me tell you something, man. This was rough on a brother. I'm telling you, I did it. I was happy once I was done. The problem is I came back at night. So I would definitely suggest you go up on an early morning walk. So when you come down, it's daylight too. I went in the afternoon. So when I came back, you know, 2 or 3 hours, however long it took to get up there, there's the view from halfway up. Beautiful. This is near, I guess, the southern side or the western side, part of Medellin. But the stairs are not even, well, there are no stairs. It's just mud. And they're made to be like solid stairs, but just long, short slip. And then you have to come back at night. Sketchy. Okay. Here's Pueblito Paisa. I rode by this, I don't know how many times. It's right off of 33rd, 33. You'll see it. But it's like a hill in the middle of a valley. So picture a huge bowl. And then picture a lump in the middle of that bowl. And from that bowl, you can see all around. So it's like a replica of an old Spanish or Spanish Puebla. So you get to see the way that they lived, I guess, back in the day. And people are selling stuff up there, not too aggressive. I consider this safe also. One of these guys painted up, of course. But the views are amazing. You're going to see Poblado like you haven't seen it before. Beautiful views. Beautiful views. This is definitely a must visit too. And it's free. I mean, you just need to ride up there. I don't think they charged me to come in. And if they did, it was something minimal. I don't know, 100 mil, something like that, or 10 mil. It was very inexpensive. One of my favorite things to do in Medellin, Colombia is that Sunday walk. And it's Sunday and Monday if Monday happens to be a holiday. They just block off half of Poblado Avenue, which is 43rd, right in front of the Dan Carlton, right in front of Santa Fe, all the way down from Envigado. And I walked it all the way downtown. I did 5K downtown to El Centro and then 5K back. Not the bad side of El Centro, though. As soon as you get downtown and you're like in the business district and just turned around and I came back. Did 5K both ways. Of course, one thing you need to do when you're there is you need to take salsa lessons. So just like I tell you, you need to learn Spanish. Well, you need to learn how to salsa, and then learn how to salsa some more too. So I think this was my first time there. I mean, go figure. I used to teach ballroom dancing. And that's right. I can waltz, rumba, samba, mamba, polka, cha-cha, tango, merengue. I can do all this stuff, but I could not salsa. So, I mean, it's had its repetitiveness to it. So, I mean, I got it. I think this is my second class, so I should be getting a little better. It's private. It is a private lesson, but you're in a group setting. In other words, you're in one big room. And so that one song is for everybody. So this right here, I think this was my third one. So again, I should be getting a little bit better. I had a different instructor, but as you can see, there's other people in the same room. You dance, you do your little dance, but it's pretty quick. I mean, it's quick. The lessons are quick. While it looks like I get it right here, I don't remember any of this. I don't remember any of this. So you have to, keep doing it. You have to keep doing it, keep doing it, and keep doing it. You can't just take these lessons and be done with it. Okay, back to doing the tours. The tours with Andres, my man Andres at Nomad Travel. You need to take his tours. This is the beginning of the Communa 8, the Communa 8, which is my charity, by the way. It takes you to one of the oldest farmers markets, and you get to try some of the different fruits and raw fruits and vegetables if you want. Not really a vegetable person, but and then he walks you around, tell you the history, and then you take the bus up. And this bus This bus ride didn't exist before I took this. I mean, these people lived on the side of the mountain for years and years, and they never had transportation up. So if you watched my video last week of me doing a charity, and this guy just telling me he's a good rapper. But if you watch my video from last week going up at dark, you see me with Gabriel. He's telling me all the progress they've had due to the donations of myself and others, our group and others, not just myself, but you guys. Remember, a percentage of your tour money and percentage of your pickup and drop off from the airport runs goes to my charity here in Communa 8, the El Faro neighborhood. And then from there, you take a walk and you climb up the side of this mountain where you get a view of Poblado that you may not be able to see from anywhere else. Absolutely beautiful. But man, they walk along the side of this wall. It's sketchy. Oh, you know, I take risk, but I mitigate my risk. And standing on a wall on the side of a mountain with people standing behind me, what if they just bump me or say, Rob? And I jump and fall off to my death. Not gonna happen to me, but from here, and you walk a little bit closer up to the edge. You have to go back and look at some of these videos, though. Go back and look at my old videos. Some will make you sick, but some actually show some good stuff to it also. So do that tour. Of course, if you're going to be there, and because the pricing is as good as it is for us, for Americans that are coming there and Europeans that are coming there, and you like tattoos, here's the place to get it. So I got my Medellin tattoo done here, and people did ask me, did it hurt? Man, are you serious? It felt this time, and I have a few tattoos. This time, I literally thought he was cutting my arm with a blade. I zoned out. I literally zoned out, like in a meditative state. And so if you ask me how long it took, I couldn't tell you. I zoned out. Now, if you like, Andres will create some sort of tour for you. So if there's a certain part of town that's not on his standard list and you want to visit, he'll take you there. Something you want to learn about the city. This one, I wanted to know the behind the scenes to Parque Lleras and Poblado. You know, how Poblado got its first start. You know, it's one of the oldest comunas. And this plaque up here about the bombs that actually happened there, they put this here to commemorate what happened there. But he'll give you a tour for pretty much anything that you'd like to do. If it's Guatape or water sports, reach out to him. Now this one is not on any tour list. This was actually my dentist. So go see my dentist also, Dr. Carlos Mori. This is his brother, who actually did sound for professional movie theaters. So movies in Colombia that come out, he did the sound for it. You know, from here, like the footsteps, they call it a Foley room, where he'll, you know, have a violin or he'll have some chains to simulate, you know, this is the spooky music that's, you know, coming from a violin. But then he'll be, you know, he's got some chains that he clacks together to show the cocking of a gun. And it's not a real gun that's there, but it's pretty cool. And of course, you must stop by Sweet Georgia Cafe. This one is actually the Laureles. We're watching the game. You see my dentist there, Dr. Carlos. You also see Carlton there. You can see him in the back. But this is a definite. You have to go to both places, to be honest with you. Different ambiances, different feels to it. This was my spot when I lived there. There was not one in Poblado at that point. Of course, and you have to see live music while you're there. You cannot go to Medellin, Colombia and not salsa dance and not hear live music. I mean, this was more Cubano right here. There was another place that burned down up the street, but this was live. Okay, take the rides, take the tram rides up the top of the mountain, the cable car, I mean. This is a must-do. It's inexpensive. You get up there, go up to the park if you can, take a look around. You can just grab something to eat and turn around and come right back. But as you see, the views were amazing. Try to get in a car by yourself. If you're with somebody else, I feel like it's safer than when you're by yourself anyway. You're gonna go over all different type of neighborhoods too, so you'll see a little bit of everything. But of course, the views are amazing, and it's just one of those things that you have to do. Again, reach out to my guy Andres. If you need airport pickups or drop-offs, he's my guy. He's my guy for tours anywhere in Medellin, Colombia, or in and outside the city. So reach out to him when you're in town or before you get to town so that you have a safe drive from the airport.
So I hope you liked this video. If you did, make sure you go down and hit subscribe. Definitely like. It helps that YouTube algorithm. You know what I'm talking about? See what I'm saying?
YouTube channel. Like it.
Please comment and share if you like the video. Please subscribe and kick the bell.